friends. We are here. We're going live. Let me know if you're with me, friends. We can get to talking and chatting. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. All right, friends. So let's go, go, go. Let me know where you're from. We'll get started in the chat. I'm going to get my other screen going. We're going to have a big, busy week. We are in week 8, and we are going. We are on week 8. So I want to make sure you guys know to go, go, go. So let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know how you're doing. We're going to talk all things going live. I'm moving quickly because I know I'm going to have to get over on TikTok and get to chatting. So I am a Creator Network agency. So we talk about all things going live. I want to make sure that I'm helping people grow and be successful. We're in week 8. So there's a lot going on. We got some activities going to happen later in the week with our battle weekend activities. We'll get things going to make sure that we are still honing our skills, going and connecting with our audience. I put out there for the community to make sure, if you're in an agency, you got a message from me yesterday, to make sure you are going live. So you're going live and you're paying attention to your analytics. So I want you to be intentional about that. Appreciate everybody joining. So we'll talk about that. So yeah, so just trying to see if there was some comments. So yeah, hello friends, how are you? Thank you so much. The messages popping up. I was like, oh shit, is this something I need to address? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. So we are gonna keep it moving, friends. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate whoever is here. Thank you for the like. Thank you for popping in for a quick second. So I appreciate you all being here. I am going to make sure that I check that real quick. Awesome. Awesome sauce. All right. All right. So thank you, everybody. We are going to get started. Let me know if you have any questions as we prepare to get started for the week. And I'm just writing notes as I want to talk about stuff and and make sure we are connecting there. So I'm going to actually go a little early on, not early, but I'm going to go over on the TikTok side. Hello, friends. How are you? Say hello and good morning. Let me know you're here. If you are new to my room, go ahead and say, I am new. And so let me know you made it new. Thank you so much. Hello, friend. How you doing, Boss Fame? Appreciate you being here. Hello. Thank you for saying something. Interesting. Okay. Hello, friend. Let's see. Let's make sure we stay on topic. I'm sure that was an accident, but that's okay. Because I'm quick to remove people who are not on topic. So thank you for being here. Welcome to my live. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I am a TikTok Creator Network agency, so I talk about and teach how to go live. So that's the whole focus of my live stream. I actually co-stream, so this becomes a playlist that I need to make available for you all. So you can go and go back and watch some of the stuff I'm talking about. So if you're interested in the agency, I'm going to put it on my YT, but you have to be on TikTok. So that's the whole point of it. But I'm very hands-on. I teach and help people understand how to go live, how to build your community, and how to monetize and grow. So that's what we're going to be doing. So just know that as you are live streaming, you can monetize, you can brand yourself, and you can grow based on building and connecting with your viewers. So here I say go ahead and make sure you like the live, make sure you comment and subscribe so you can get up-to-date information about what I'm doing. And also you can click the bell so you can get notifications of when I go live and when I post content. So that's something you can do. And then I always tell you guys, make sure you're keeping your comments professional. Make sure that you're also 18 years and older, because you have to be of age to engage on TikTok. So I always tell people, be cognizant of your age as well. So let me know if you have questions. I love answering questions. I am actually going to go over to the TikTok side of the house in just a few moments. So we're going to connect over there and we're going to grow. And like I said, I love answering questions too. So let me know if there's any questions that you have. And in the meantime, we are going to go on to TikTok. Hello, friends. Welcome to my live. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from. And then put that in the chat for me so I know you're here and so that YouTube knows that you're here. And then also make sure you like the live and click that subscriber button so we can grow and connect there. I appreciate my subscribers. I come here daily. I come here twice a day at 10 a.m. So this is my 10 o'clock time, and then I come back at 4. So feel free to ask questions about live streaming. We're going to talk all things live streaming in a second. Again, I do co-stream, so I'm going to be on TikTok in just a few moments so that I can go over there and connect with people. I am a creator network, so I do a lot of my recruiting and connecting with folks through my live stream. So you're welcome to do it. It is a free program. I gotta say that. I need to say that more often. It is free 99, and I get a lot of value. I have weekly meetings. I do one-on-ones. So all that is part of what I offer. I want you guys to grow. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it together. Okay. So let me know if you have questions in the meantime. And now I am about to go live on the TikTok side of the streets and make sure I'm answering questions over there. And turn it off. Hold on, how do you cut this off? I want to cut it off. Does not cut off automatically. Interesting. There's a feature in here that I'm trying to cut off, and I want to make it so that it does not show up automatically. And it does not. Yeah, it's not gonna. Doesn't cut off for me, so that's okay. Let me know. Hello, friends. Say hi in the chat for me. If you're still watching, say hello so I know you're here. And then I'm gonna go on TikTok in a second. I know YouTube, you guys kind of watch anonymously, which is fine, but it doesn't help with engagement. So I always want to make sure I'm supporting you guys over here as well. So if you want to chat with me, put it in the chat. Say hello, good morning, happy Monday, so that we can connect over here as well. In the meantime, you guys are gonna see me in real time go on the other app, and I'm gonna talk to the TikTok people. Me and the TikTok people are just gonna talk then. That's okay if you guys don't want to talk. So I'll just go over there to that side of the street and talk to them. Thank you so much, friends. Hello, it is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. We are talking all things going live. Let me know where you're from, friends. Go ahead and put a comment in and say hello. I appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate all the engagement that's happening. Feel free to say hello and connect with me. So my live is for people who are nervous, afraid, or shy. I say introverted. And if you are trying to figure out what to do on this app, so I teach about going live. I want to make sure I answer questions. And then just know that I also am a creator network agency. So we're going to talk all things live streaming. And if you want to join the agency, I can give you tips and information on how to join and how to be successful. Let me know if you have any questions in the meantime as I get going. I'm sending out my live to my friends. Join. Let's see. Hello, how you doing, pals? How's your day started? I'm writing my message. Writing my message to my friends joining. Thank you all. I have not. Um, I haven't looked at the screen, so give me a second. I'm sitting here sending my live out to my friends and supporters. I tell you guys all the time, you got to share your live. Share your live. If you don't share your live and you don't start in the beginning, it's important so the algorithm knows you are here and you shared out your live, friends. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much. How you doing, Doc? I appreciate you. Luna, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for popping in, my super fans. Trisha T, hello, friend. How you doing? So come on in. Um, your girl is going to be busy this week, so let me know because I got to gear us up. I'm trying my best to do things like make sure we have different activities and stuff that's going on for our live streams and things that we can do to keep us going and keep us engaged. Fix my phone. There we go. So appreciate everybody coming in. Come on in. How you doing, Janine? Hello, hello. Appreciate you all stopping in. Good morning, Doc. I had more than 40 people in my room this morning. They didn't stay. Well, wait a minute. Well, first of all, let's just cheer. Let's just cheer for the fact that you had that many. So, okay, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about it. But congratulations, first and foremost. That's a breakthrough, Fran. That's a breakthrough, okay? So the algorithm is getting used to you showing up, okay? That's what's happening. So I love it. Don't. I know they didn't stay. Well, we're going to get them in. Yes, yes, it is. It is. That's awesome. So let me ask something. Let me ask this quick question. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you all joining the live. Did you turn on your shopping cart? Let me know. Was your TikTok shop on? You said I was so excited. Let me know. Now that's one question. I want to see, was that part of the algorithm sending people for shop? And that I had it on, but not paying. Pure intentions. You said, let me start her Monday off right. Lisa, thank you so much for coming in. Pure intentions, you're so sweet. I love your new logo too. You say, let me change up the logo. Y'all need to see who I am. I love it. Ooh, your intentions. She says she got a gift gallery. Let me do it. I need to know how to do that heart. Which heart, friend? Which heart? I need to know how to do. Oh, this heart. This heart here. I just taught Luna. Good morning, Nisa. How are you, friend? Thank you so much. Okay, the hand heart is under effects. It's under effects. So when you click the magic wand, you can do it before you go live. It's under effects. See, not only me. So it's hand gesture. No, I'm sorry, it's heart. Heart gesture. That's what this is, the heart gesture. Type in the heart gesture and you'll get this one. Luna, is that correct? When you typed it in, heart gesture, it popped up this one, didn't it? I think that's what we found out. I was saying the wrong, I was saying hand heart. And if you type in the word heart gesture, you should get this. Luna, let me know if that was correct, because I think she actually had to go do it. Yes, she said yes. I canceled my live last night after the time I scheduled it. Does that affect anything? No, it doesn't. You should be fine. Correct. Okay, perfect. So this is called the heart gesture. Thank you so much, Fran. You're so sweet. You're rocking and rolling with your live. I'm just gonna say, y'all got some stuff going on. It's some good things happening. So I just want to, from the analytical perspective, we're gonna talk about analytics today. Hello, Coach Rhonda. You guys got some good stuff going on. People are starting to notice. You guys are showing up. You're being consistent. You said, I'm so excited. So, okay, so what happens, because you did say you had on your TikTok shop and you turned on a product. There's a few people who do this as a strategy. And I'm not saying it ain't a bad strategy. I'm not saying it ain't a bad strategy. But I guess what I will say is that when you turn it on, you realize there are going to be people coming in your room and they're going to come and go. They may not stay. The thing is, how do you get them to stay? How do you engage them? How do you get them to want to stop and listen? Okay, so a lot of it is going to be about how you set up your product that you have pinned. So you have it pinned there, and what you're talking about, what you're showing, and as you are doing your live topic, when you see that number pop up, you got to say, hello, hello, welcome to my live. I'm going to pause real quick. I want to just make sure I welcome people and kind of know what to expect when I'm doing this live. I have this particular product I'm talking about, but I'm going to tell you how it connects to, your overall live topic. And so you try to integrate that, but do that introduction and do that quick pause for the calls when people pop in. Hello, my friends that have popped in. I think we got some more people to pop in. I might not have said hello to everybody in here, but I thank you for all stopping through, and I appreciate you being here. And if you are new to my room, go ahead and put new in the chat so I know you're here and we can talk. Um, right. Got it. Let me get so sweet. He's like, got it. Write that down. But yeah, you got to do that. You got to make sure you welcome people. And people are popping in all the time, and they're going to stop and listen for a little bit, and they're going to try to learn and try to get information from you. So if they know what the topic is about, that's helpful. I also say the board. The board makes people stop a little bit, depending on what the question is. So, there's a few new people in the room. They didn't say anything, so hi, new people, and people who are not teched in to look. But I am a creator network agency. It is a free program. I say free. I also should put that in there. But again, I give a lot of support, a lot of tips and strategies. We meet on Sundays. I do one-on-ones, as well as I show up twice a day on 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And so we have a great community. We're growing, and there's a lot of things to look forward to. So I'm so excited for you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that, Luna. Luna said 40 people. And then Pure Intentions, like I said, I stopped by your live yesterday. You are growing, friend. You are rocking and rolling. So I appreciate all that you're doing with your community too, because you are helping a lot of people, and people need the help. So how you doing, Darlene? Miss Darlene, how's everything going, friend? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Black Lotus, hello, friend. You going live too. I see you. I appreciate you and thank you. You're so welcome. Hey, feelings mutual. I appreciate all of you guys. You guys are awesome. This is an awesome community. I have to say that. I mean, hands down. The stuff that's happening in this agency is just awe-inspiring. You guys are really awesome. So thank you. Good morning, Miss Darlene. And then just impressive too, because you guys are like, you know what, I'm gonna make a go at this. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna make a go at it. And you guys are doing it. There's a lot of people who, TikTok is TikToking some of us. Okay. I don't attest. I see it, I know it. TikTok is TikToking some of us, but we're doing and going in spite of it. Okay. And I tell you all the time, it's nerve-wracking, but take it as a positive. Like, how do I make sure I take this information and make it part of my content? Thank you so much for the populist friend. How do I take it and use this live recording? I tell you guys, thank you for the shares. I appreciate you. So I say this live stream. Hold on one second. Someone's trying to co-host. So no, I said no, thank you. I know it's nerve-wracking when you don't have people in your room, but you gotta use that as an opportunity to do your content. You can easily make the recordings that you're using is content in multiple ways. You can repurpose it. You can put it on the YT. If you have a storefront or some kind of paywall, you can put it on there. It's a masterclass. Hello, Holly Q. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. It's a masterclass that you can offer. This is a live recording. You can download this. You can put it wherever you want. You can make clips. TikTok's generous because it gives you clips, but you can make your own clips based on what you talk about. So don't forget that. I want you guys to use that. How you doing, Jennifer? I know I was in Carol West, the voice guru. Hello, Lady Cole. I was in her room yesterday, and she was like, I was so frustrated with TikTok. It's like, TikTok, bring people in my room. But she kept going, and she pushed through, and she did have a great live. People were coming through. She was showing some stuff from her showcase. It was really good. So it turned out well, but I know it's frustrating. So I just want you guys to stay in it. Don't give up. It'll get better. You're going to find your community. People are going to come to you. because they want your message. You're talking to your target audience. Good morning. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate you. Black Lotus and I was chatting on her live yesterday, having a good time. Look at you guys. That's awesome. I love the collaboration that's happening too. And for whatever it's worth or what it means, I went to D4. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. It's worth a lot, friend. That means you're growing. That means you're growing. Your gift gallery is a D4 gift gallery. Look at you, Black Lotus. Yes, it is a big deal. It is a big deal, actually. He said, for whatever it's worth, I don't know what it means. But I did grow. I did do something. Oh, that's awesome. No, it's a big deal. Okay, so your league determines your gift gallery is all connected. But essentially, as you're leaguing up, you that means you're expanding in terms of the engagement that happened in your room, the gifting that happened in your room. And TikTok said, okay, well, let's move you up to the next level. And so essentially you leagued up. So it's a daily ranking. And so your gift gallery now represents D4. That's awesome, though. Congratulations, friend. That's it, step by step. And that's just you going live. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. You're so welcome. You're doing it. You're doing the work. So that's awesome. It's just showing up and people are listening and responding. Now, let me ask this. Are you still okay? So I saw lights on. All right, what's your live? Is it just chatting? You're sharing information. I know you have different people in your live room, which is great. I was thinking, were you gonna go with the Black Lotus theme, and your lights were gonna always be off? I didn't know if you were gonna go with that, but I think you turned the lights on now, which is awesome. Janine, are you going to? You said you didn't go live. You wanted to make sure it didn't have an impact. Hello, Holly Q. Hello, Janine. Thank you for the donuts. Hello, Tamisha. Thank you so much for the follow. I see you, friend. Appreciate you coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for the heart me as well. Let me know if you have any questions. I am a Creator Network agency. It is a free program, and I am I offer support to my community. That's what we do. We support each other. IQ, thank you so much for your support, girl. You are appreciated, everyone here, everyone. Thank you so much. Hello, how are you? Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday, friend. Thank you for being here. All right, so I sent out, so my people here, just make sure you guys are liking the live, sharing the live out. So my friends who are here, I wanted to say something because we want to make sure we go into this last week of September, okay? We're going to do big things, but I want y'all to look at your live analytics. Thank you for being a title gifter for roses. Appreciate that. I'm going live today, okay, but I would have crying on last night. Oh, live yesterday. Sorry about that, friends. You okay? Message me. I don't want to put you on blast. I was crying, so I assume you wasn't in the right space to be live. So that's totally fine, friend. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're not. And sometimes it's like, okay, let me take a break. So I get it, friend. So it's totally fine. All right, friends. Let's see. I sent our recording from our meeting. You said I couldn't fake the funk. Gotcha. That's totally fine. Take a break. You don't have to be on camera. What is the fastest way to find my analytics? Okay, well, let me show you. Okay, so when you go live, okay, TikTok gave us the flash goal. TikTok gave us heart me's. TikTok wants to be difficult today, but that's okay, TikTok. We fine. We're going to still show up. TikTok gave us heart me's, but it's all good. All right, thank you so much. Some of y'all hold them. I appreciate y'all. It's like, Dr. Lisa, we know how TikTok do you. TikTok said, hey, Monday, let's see how this week starts for you, ma'am. At least early. That's true. They did give it a little earlier today. Hey, E-Nurse, how are you, friend? Appreciate you all coming in. Yeah, for my people in the room, when TikTok gives a heart me, you only can do one daily heart me a day. By me going live twice a day, and some of you will come in and give me my heart me immediately, which is totally fine. I don't want you guys to change any of your behaviors because of TikTok. TikTok be doing me whichever way. Yes, new stickers. Y'all, let me talk about these new stickers real quick. Lady Cole, I'm going to go on my screen and walk you through the analytics for my other phone. And so I'll have that. There is, now that you are in the agency, there is a recording. So I'm going to show you here. Whatever you don't see, I did it already and in our school platform. So join our school community. I don't know if you've done that yet. Because when you, let me refresh my screen and see if you joined. Oh, I see a membership pending. Let me check and see if that's you. It's not. so, so because when you joined and you did my webpage today, you said done, you got an email confirmation. That email confirmation had my school community link in there. So you can go there, go to that, and join my school community. So that's what you would need to do. So Lady Cole, that's where you will find, I have a classroom module that says start here, and what I'm going to show about the analytics, it'll be there for you as well. Okay, so just know that everything I'm going to say here, you can go to the school community and watch the video and get some information there as well. Okay. Okay, will do. I literally just fill that out. Okay, perfect, perfect. Let me see. Let me approve you, because if you're in there, I'll go ahead and approve. So it's a confirmation on Stan, and then you click the link, that confirmation link. Okay, I don't see it so far, but that's okay. So Inspired by Men, thank you so much for joining. Really quickly, I was gonna make a comment before I went and showed the analytics stuff. Nika Grace made those new stickers that y'all see in there. Oh my gosh. They're super cute. Hello, friends. They are super cute. The one, oh my gosh, the one with the pencil, do is scared. She put the pencil in there because she said the pencil's scared of the microwave, y'all. I was like, what in the world? So those who don't know the inside joke, it's an inside joke, and she was being funny when she wrote that. How thank you. Oh, for the support, you appreciate it, girl. Yes, yes. So it is an inside joke, y'all. Oh my gosh, I was in tears laughing at those stickers. So they are super cute. So go in and look at them. She made the words a little bolder and brighter. So this is what she did. I think she used Canva, not the microwave pencil. Yes, yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did do that. So here's the inside joke. My son is 5. He had a rough start in kindergarten. Kindergarten started back, oh gosh, I think they're in week 7 or 8 now. I think, well, we're week 8. I think they're week 7. 6. Maybe they just started, wrapped up 6. So this is week 7 for them. Yes, see all the stickers. And so he had a rough start. A real rough start, y'all. Like very, very rough. Okay. He had a whole week. Every day it was something happening. Well, the week more or less culminated with him. And I blame the teacher. I'm going to be that parent. I'm going to be that parent. Excuse me, but I do blame the adult in the room. So she had a microwave in her classroom. A microwave where 5-year-olds could get access to. A microwave where the 5-year-olds are free, I guess, roaming around. And my son and another little boy is over there playing with the microwave. They open up the door. My son throws a pencil in the microwave, closes the door, cuts the microwave on, and causes a fire. So long story short, they had to evacuate the school, call the fire department because there was a fire in the classroom because of the pencil being in the microwave. So that's why Nika thought it would be funny to put the pencil in the microwave and do it scared. And so the pencil was afraid of the microwave, apparently. That's her interpretation. So that's why the pencil's on the do it scared sticker. But yes, thank you so much. Shout out to Nika for doing that for me. I so appreciate it. It was super cute. And yes, so pencils in the microwave. She said she's so clever. She said she's so clever. She is a mess. Okay. Okay, so really quickly, I just want to make sure I explain things. So my friends who are new in the room, I think we have mainly agency people in the room. But if you are not familiar, you can click the the comment bar, and you'll see a grayed out heart. I always want to point that out because that's where the stickers are. So if you don't know where they're at, You click that heart, you'll see the stickers. To get access to those stickers, you have to be a fan club member. So that's what you want to tell your community. Um, and so you want to make sure that your community understands how to access your stickers and how to engage. And your fan club is just that. They're a fan of your room. They're supporting the room. They're sharing out the live. They're doing the comments. Those comments are tracked, and TikTok is tracking all the engagement that's happening in your room. If you are a live host, I always like to point this out, and Luna talked about it in her room because Flora shared it. I've shared it a few times. But whenever you click the photo of people in your room when you're in your live, you actually can see it says sent 3 comments. I just clicked E-Nurse. She came into the room. She started commenting. She's only been here for less than 5 minutes. So she got here, but she's already sent some likes. And so you can see how people are engaging in your room. And you can ask your fan club, hey guys, let's like the live, let's put some comments in there, let's share the live out, and you can see who are your top supporters. Okay? So just know that that's something where you can try to get your room activated that way as well. Yes, must save for son until 21. I should. I need to put in like a little memory book, but like, remember what happened first week of kindergarten? He's like, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, son. So yeah, it happened. Now, I still blame the adult in the room, but yes, it did happen. All right, so here's Lady Cole. I want to make sure I share with you. Here's what you want to do to look at your analytics. Now, I'm going to do it from my TikTok. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, that's right. We do have the flash goal going on. The flash goal. Let's see. I'm gonna pin it for a second. And so the flash goal. Thank you so much. The flash goal is heart me's. So TikTok has the heart me's. We need 7 more. No wait, 5 more heart me's. I was doing the math wrong. 5 more heart me's. But Lady Cole, so when you are on your page, I'm going to turn my mirror off so you can see it. Thank you all so much for the donuts. Appreciate you. So you're on your page. You're going to click TikTok Studio. When you click your TikTok Studio, you'll see where it says Tools in Live. It may even say Post. I think they've updated some of them to now say Post in Live. So this is my shop page. On my shop page, I'm going to go to the live side. Now, I haven't been on this page in quite some time because I've been on this account. So this is kind of my show and tell account. Thank you so much. I see the stickers, friends. And so you'll see here where it says Live Analytics. Okay? You see that clear as day. It says Live Analytics. So your girl hasn't done much over here. But I'm just going to show you where this is where you can see. I think I went live a minute because I was showing you guys something about the live screen. So that's why it's tracking there. But it says 28 days. And then you can change that if you need to. And you can change it to 7 days, 60 days, or customize it. I want you guys to get in the habit to look at your 7-day. These are so cute. Yeah, I just gave the story about the Do It Scared one. That's supposed to be the pencil in the microwave. The pencil running from the microwave, I guess. So that 7-day you can change. I want you to get used to looking at this. They came from Nika Grace. Nika Grace did those for me too and sent them to me. So you want to look here because these are the analytics. So TikTok is showing you some information surrounding your live, how many views you got, how many diamonds, okay? And then it says live duration. It says how long you went live. Those are the first kind of analytics that you get. And it says view all. It'll give you a little bit more. It'll show some other unique viewers, active viewers, average watch time, concurrent, the peak concurrent, and then the average concurrent. So essentially, how much did it peak to? Like, how many of these viewers did you actually get to stay and watch? And how long did they watch? Okay? So it gives you that from a viewership and then the engagement. Okay? You can see how many new followers you got, how many comments, how many shares, how many likes. You can see that. Okay? Start paying attention to your analytics, friends. If I'm only doing live once a week, do I still show 7 days? It will probably show that day, that one day, kind of like the way this was showing that one day. What happened that one time over the last week. You want to get in the habit that you go more frequently, though, especially if you want to continue to get pushed out, because that's going to be important, because TikTok wants to see that you're being consistent. So it's going to be important. Hi, Jesse. How are you, friend? Thank you for coming in. And so thank you so much, Kim. How you doing, friends? My friends coming in. I do have the flash goal. It is the daily heart me if you want to support as you come in. And then the last one is rewards. It's going to show you your diamonds and estimated rewards. The weekly missions is the estimated rewards, and then how many diamonds you've collected. So again, pay attention to what you're doing. I want to tell you that diamonds is important from an analytics perspective because that really shows how you're monetizing. And so from an agency perspective, I want you to see how are you going, how are you growing from a monetization perspective too. Okay. He said, "Hey there, how you doing, friends?" So look at your analytics. Look at this on a daily basis, and then see how you can move the needle. Okay. And when I say move the needle, I want you to talk about maybe you have a goal for getting more engagement in your room. Maybe you have a goal for getting more comments from your fan club, or more shares, or more likes. Okay. So what does that look like for how people are supporting your live? Hello, Quetta. Appreciate you being here, friend. Again, we have the live flash goal happening right now. We're 3 minutes in. Okay. So let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate you coming in. So good morning. Good morning. And thank you for that heart me and then viewership. Okay. So how are you getting people to watch? How long are they watching your live? How long are they staying? Are they learning? Are you sharing information? Are you repeating what you're sharing? Thank you so much, friends, coming in. We'll see if we can reach that flash goal. The flash goal is the heart me. Thank you for that. We do have the heart me going on. And so making sure that you're paying attention to those analytics. So as an agency, and I was trying to see if you guys saw this as an analytics for your live. As an agency, I get, so then it breaks down each live that you did. It'll give you some specific data. Let me just see if it tells you. Let me go to another one. This is one that's an older one. Let's see if it gives me some stuff. So this is an older one, so it gives kind of number breakdown. So you can see how many views I got. This is one of my shop page. How many likes I got, comments, and then we talked about watch time, 1.5 minutes, which anything over a minute is probably good. If you're moving towards like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, that's actually pretty good because people tend to stay for a little bit and they leave. Thank you for the follow, Granny. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. So people tend to leave. So I want you to pay attention to your analytics. Then it says engagement that happened in my live. I got 5 new followers this particular live. Some comments were flowing. Shares 42. So I may say, okay, when I look at my analytics, I may say, okay, you know what? I might want to increase my number of shares. You know what I'm saying? I may want to increase that. Or I may want to increase my number of likes. So how do I get my community telling them to share my live? How do I get people to engage my live in that way? How do I activate my fan club to share? Fan club, you can share the live if you choose to. So yes, if you want to get people to support, thank you. We reached our goal. TikTok, I didn't know if we were going to reach that. Appreciate you all. But and so good morning. How you doing, friend? Good morning, Granny. And so pay attention to this. And then when it comes to your monetization, like what does that look like? Okay, so because shop is a little different. When you're doing shop, you're selling products and stuff. So the whole traditional live stream, people gifting, doing all the things, doesn't happen as much in shop because the whole point is that you're doing TikTok shop. So, but you can still set a live goal. You can still focus on your gift gallery. You can still pin products from your gift gallery as your live goal. You can set that as your live goal. So just know that that's a way you could do it as well. Hello, good morning. It's my journey. Thank you so much, friend. So pay attention to your analytics now. There is so much data here. Now, as an agency, I can give you a little bit more data about your live stream. So much of what I see here it's here for you. It's here. Okay. So I see it in a different format. I also see what's called impressions. So impressions is when TikTok pushes your live out to people to see across the feed. They're pushing your live out. So some people have greater impressions than others. Okay, so that's a telltale sign too if your live is being pushed out. Okay, so I can tell you that. Now, and if it's not, then I can say, okay, there's probably some other things that is things you need to focus on in your life. Maybe it's your lighting, maybe it's your sound, maybe it is actually your connection, your internet connection, and so it won't get pushed out. TikTok has it will restrict your views. So that's something you want to be cognizant of, especially with your internet connection. Or sometimes you're bored. If your board has something on it that TikTok doesn't like, it'll restrict your views. It'll actually give you a message that says that. So just know that those are ways that I can tell, like, oh, this is not being pushed out as much. And then when it comes to if you're getting views, how are you keeping them in your room? How are you talking to those people? How are you supporting them? Okay, so just keep that in mind. So when I do those weekly meetings, or I'm sorry, those one-on-one meetings, I want to make sure that I'm actually sharing some information about your live stream. Hello, Wanda. How are you, friends? My friends coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. Anybody new in the room? How cute. Thank you for joining again, friend. If you are new to my room, drop new into the room. Drop that you're new in the chat. Say good morning, because I want to make sure we're connecting with our new folks too. And if you're new and you're like, okay, what are you talking about? I'm happy to talk about how to support you, how to talk about my, how to engage with your live stream. But I am a creative network agency, so I'm also recruiting. So if you want to join, you're welcome to join. It is a free program. It's going to be over here, the link in this left corner. My screen's flipped. But Lady Cole, let me know if you had any more questions, because live analytics, I want you guys, I'm probably going to talk about this more and more in my live, because I want you guys to pay attention to your analytics, because you're not going to grow. What gets measured gets done. If you are looking at the things you're measuring, you're looking at your new followers, you're like, oh, I said I want to increase my engagement. Will do. Thanks. You're welcome. I want to increase my engagement in my room. I want people to come and connect. I want to grow my follower count. Like, how do I do that? How do I engage? Well, first of all, you got to know where you're starting. And then I would say, okay, there's some tips and strategies to get people to know that they can follow you and connect with you. Okay. So thank you so much. Coach Chantel, you said, did the space for bio change? I'm seeing 160 character space. I was able to add more words. Oh, somebody said that, oh gosh, maybe over the summer. I think I heard that from my shop side, that they saw where it was going to be an increase. I didn't see an increase, but let me check my shop page now, because when I went into that account, it says 80. I was like, oh, it's changed. No, it hasn't changed. I was like, oh, I got excited because the box looked different now, but it still says 80. 80 of 80 for me. But the box is definitely different. It didn't look like that. But mine still says 80 of 80. So this hasn't changed for me. Now, it may have changed on this side. This account typically does things differently. Yeah, mine is 80. Yours is 80 also. Yeah, mine hasn't changed. I like the bulletin message board feature. I don't have that either. I don't have that. Halaku, I think you have that because you have a lot of followers. But I don't have that feature either. I've heard that it's really nice. I've heard that it's supposed to be part of subscriptions. That's part of the feature they're bringing to the subscription side, but I haven't seen it. But I've heard it's really nice too. So yeah, Halaku, yeah, because of your follower count, you probably get access to things a little earlier than some of us. But I'll check Coach Chantel on this account to see if it's increased. Somebody said it a few months ago that it was supposed to increase, but again, I didn't see it. I didn't see where it changed for me. Morning, what's good? How you doing, Urban Eye Candy? Appreciate you. Yes, Trisha T, interesting. Yours is 80 also, yeah. So things are slowly coming out. I know in the WhatsApp, people were talking about the visual tags, visual search tagging is another feature that's rolling out. I don't know anything about that one either. I did do the Creator Search Insights meeting. Oh, look at the corgi. Thank you for the corgi. I did do the Creator Search Insights meeting, and why am I cheering? Because the corgi is, pretty much farting out hearts to me. I think that's what just happened. It's like, why is that? Like, thank you, corgi. It's just weird. TikTok, you're weird for that. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate you, friend. You know I have to go check Laugh Out Loud. Yeah, yeah. So I'm laughing like, what was that? I guess I liked it. Thank you for the roses, friends. Oh, not my fave either, but gotta get the calorie fill. Yes, thank you. It's like, yes. Oh, look at you guys. Thank you. You're so sweet. So, I would say there is a lot of new features rolling out. The visual search tagging. I did not hear him say that. How cute! You said you went to the Creator Search meeting. Anybody else in the room go to that, the Creator Search Insights webinar? If you went to that, put that in the chat because I don't remember that being discussed. Not that he didn't discuss it, I don't remember hearing it. So it was a visual search tagging. I know he mentioned something about TikTok Shop and being able to search for products using Creator Search Insights and knowing some products that you might want to, that potentially there's a content gap. There's fewer content based on certain products. So he did mention that, but I don't remember that being a new feature, the search tagging. So if that is the case, I would say definitely um, go to the meeting anyway and learn about it. Okay. All right, friends. So analytics, are we good with analytics? Has anyone looked at their analytics this week? How you doing, Laura? Luna? What is it? Lenora. Lenora, thank you so much for being here with the heart. Anybody look at their analytics from last week? So maybe when you come back, if anybody comes back, yes, I have. Yep, I have. Okay, awesome. How did you do? Now you did one live, so that's good. That's good to pay attention to weekly how you're performing. If you can get up to like 3 a week, that's where the algorithm is now seeing you go more frequently. Okay. You said I did. I did. Any wins? Any updates? Yes, I have. Okay. Last night was my second live. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So we're going to get in a weekly basis. Let's see if we can get to 3. But 1 is great. That's a great start. Seriously. Okay. I have and I'm improving. There we go. Look at you. Yes, some went up, some went down. Okay, that's important to pay attention to. I love that. Looking today, double-digit followers, both live. So that was a win for me. Yeah, yeah, that's a win. That's a win. That's a good win. That's a big win, friend. So yes, how you doing, Dr. Laura? So yeah, that's a huge win. Absolutely. So as you are looking at your analytics, see what you want to focus on. So I sent out, and so my friends, hey friend, my friends in the agency, you guys know, yesterday I sent out our notes. Lady Cole, I'll send it to you. So now that you've signed up with Canva, I'm sorry, through my stand store, I have your email. I'll send it to you. You said I didn't know. Okay, hold on. Are people allowed to invite themselves in your live? Your live? Are people allowed to invite themselves unless you block them? People can show up. Now on your panel, again, unless you accept that invitation, you gotta accept their invitation for them to join as a person that's a guest, as opposed to a viewer in your chat. But unless you block them, then yeah, they can come into your live if it's an open live, like maybe not a subscription or an exclusive event, but if you just have a regular live, yeah, they can come in your chat if you don't block them. So let me know if you need to know how to block people. You're like, I want to get rid of some people. So I'm happy to do that. I didn't know it makes video snippets so cool. Yes, saves me so much time for posting. Yes, absolutely. And you can create your own separate clip too. So I don't necessarily use TikTok clips in my content because I think it's good for stories, but I don't post in my content for that. So I make special clips based on what I'm talking about. You can decline the press. Sometimes they ask by accident. Yes. So if somebody asks, yes, that's right. They do press the invite by accident. Good morning. How you doing, Digital Boss? Digiboss. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, so you could definitely do that as well. What I was going to talk about, looking good, excited for August versus September. Ooh, That's what I said. Well, that's where I started this live. That's why we started end up talking about analytics to begin with, because we're in the last week of the month. Okay, so I want you guys to go hard this week. That's why I was like, okay, let's see what the comparison is. But essentially, I don't want you to be. I want you to grow. I want you to look at your numbers. I want you to compare last week's data to what you want to do this week. Hey, Flourish. Okay, Flourish wanted me to talk about superfans, so I'm going to segue to superfans and Flourish, give me 5 minutes because we're talking about analytics real quick. But I want you to look at your data last week, your last 7 days, and see what do you want to focus on. You always want to put diamonds on that list, okay? Because that's the monetization. But what else do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on your viewership and converting some of those viewers? Because the data is there. It's telling you who's viewing your live. How long did they stay in your live? The watch time. What was the peak number of people that sat in your live? What was the average number of people who sat in your live? Like, how do you convert those viewers? And one of the things I say, you got to reintroduce yourself. You got to say, hi, here's what we're talking about today. Maybe use a board so people know what's happening. People ask questions like, yeah, that's a great question. Stay with me a little longer. I'm going to get to that question. Just like I did Flourish. I wasn't trying to be mean, but I was a mid concept. But just know that that's something you can do. Okay? And then, make sure you go back and read comments so people feel seen and heard, and welcome people when they come in a room so that they stop and say, okay, well, let me listen a little longer. She said hi to me. Okay. I did kick it off hitting hard. Had over 100 people tell me what I was doing that they came in and stayed. I was looking at you earlier. You had a good live today too, because you had a lot of followers. I mean, it ended now. I have to refresh my screen, but it looked like you had over 60, friend. I'm just gonna say that number. So just know it's probably more than that. You said a lot. What did I do? Well, I'm looking at the numbers here. Yeah, you have like well, I have to refresh the screen to see if it's more that it captured because it paused right here. But it looks like 63 on my screen. So I'm just gonna say you're rocking and rolling. That's good. That's a lot. It is. That's a lot for one live. Yeah, she did good. And your viewership number was high, super high, super high. I don't know what you did, but your number was high. I didn't do anything different. You showed up. You're being consistent. You're doing the campaigns. You're doing all the right things, Red. That's what you did. That's it. It takes time, but you're doing all the things. That's it. So he's like, I didn't do anything different, but yeah, you did. The algorithm is seeing you. It's seeing you show up. It's seeing what you're offering. Yeah. It's hearing your message. You said, well, shoot. That's it. That's it. Just keep going. You'll see the difference. But I want you guys to look at your data, okay? So Flourish is, and I know this without a doubt because I've heard her talk about different things. She's an analytical person, so she's looking at her data quite a bit. And then obviously her live is based on her talking about the plants and the flowers, and she wants to make sure, she said it yesterday on our Zoom call, she's very meticulous about making sure she is bringing a new topic to her community, and she prepares. She spends a lot of time preparing because she has to make sure she has the right plants that she's showing. So she's spending that time. Sheila, thank you so much for being here. So that's part of it. Not to say that so this is her job because she's here because of that. How you doing, Kelvin? Thank you so much. All my friends coming through. I appreciate you all coming into the live. Let me know if you have any questions as you join the live stream. But it's important to do that preparation. Don't get me wrong. But it's also important to look at your data and know, okay, how am I moving the needle? How do I get more people to stay? So TikTok puts your live out quite a bit today, just from the viewer count. I mean, let me know if you want me to say what number I see on my screen. I'll put it out there to the universe if you want me to, if you don't mind me sharing. But her live got pushed out quite a bit. I don't see the impressions number. You say yes. I'm seeing viewers for what's on my screen here. And again, this is not, I don't think the final data, because I think this is just the snapshot from when I came back to the screen. And now that you've ended it, I can't refresh because it'll take it away. But why? Give me 1 second. The viewer number is 2,468 views happened to at one point in this live. Could be more. But that was the number I see. So are you talking about the viewers or people in the room? Viewers. Viewers are not the people in the room. Viewers are not the people in the room. Okay? You said, wow. Wow. Viewers are not the people in the room. Viewers are the people you want to stay in your room. You want to tap to watch. But it's almost like, think about it this way. You said that's amazing. It is. So at some point, TikTok was like, okay, let's push this out a little bit more. Let's push this out a little bit more. So she had exposure. You said, wow. So she had exposure. So the question is like, how do you get them now to come in your room and stay? Now, some of them did because that's the new follower count. So some of them decided. So think about it this way. TikTok does impressions. Impressions is that they're pushing your live out through the feed. Okay? You said, I think I'm having heart palpitations. What? We need to have a meeting, Flourish, because I probably need to review your data. It's been like 30 days since the last time we met. That's right, because Flourish like, I'm gonna have a standing meeting with you, but let's try to have a meeting at the end of this week. End of this week, yeah, so we can prepare for October. Yeah, but you're doing all the right things, friend. But so think about TikTok. TikTok is pushing it out almost like a highway. So think of it as a highway. You're running down the street. TikTok's like, okay, you're passing all these cars, TikTok is pushing you out. So then at some point, TikTok takes you down that highway, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm about to get off the off ramp, and you're passing all these people along the way. And TikTok is like, okay. And those people see your car. They see your car. And then they finally like, okay, well, maybe I'll follow this car. I'll follow it. I'll go inside. I'll go to where they're going. And they tap to come watch you. Okay? And so that's when you get the people in the room. The viewers are not the people in the room. So you guys, hold on one second. I'll show you guys again because some of you came in when I showed the data. I want to change my schedule now. I'm rethinking it. Ma'am. Don't change nothing. Don't. What are you doing? She said, I want to change now. No, you can't. What's going on? The algorithm likes what you're doing. You're like, I don't like what I'm doing. No, I was gonna. Oh, you was gonna, but now you're not. So, but you changed nothing. That's what I said. Look at the data, people. You said I had 104 people in my room, but that doesn't mean that they're followers, does it? No, it doesn't. And it doesn't mean that they actually tap to watch either. So that was your viewers. I was thinking I needed more evenings. We're going to ride this out for the month of September. Okay? Whatever you're doing, we're going to ride it out for the month of September. And then we can look at the data. Okay? We can see what TikTok says. Because you got viewers. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to ride it out for a little bit. Okay? And see what happens. All right? We don't want to change too much. All right? Because TikTok seems to like you. You got a little favor now. So let's see what happens. Okay, let's go. Let me show you the data again. I'm going to go back to my shop page because I want you guys to look at the analytics. And so I want you guys to start paying attention to your data. You said, yes, ma'am. And there are things we shouldn't focus on before the end of the month. What you mean? What you mean? Let me talk about my data conversation. Maybe that may help, Janine. You said there are things we shouldn't focus on before the end of the month. What do you mean by that? Were you like talking about leagues, gift galleries, stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not saying that you shouldn't focus on that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for my new people, I need you to get used to going live. I need for you to get used to communicating to your audience. I need for you to get used to communicating your message. So when you are focused on leagues and gift galleries and stuff, that doesn't necessarily, I want you to make sure you're talking to your audience, you're talking to your people, connecting with them. That is something is probably like the next level thing that you're doing. Like if I said you did 30 days and you got comfortable being on camera, you're fluid in your messaging, you see your people coming in, you're welcoming them, thanking them. Thank you so much, Sorella. You're engaging. Thank you. You're the title gifter. Look at you. Appreciate that, friend. And so, thank you for that. But you're wanting to make sure you're building that relationship first. Okay. And then as you build that relationship, then you can start infusing things to get people to engage even further. Like, hey guys, part of our engagement here is that TikTok wants us to engage. It's important that we are tapping our screen, we're sharing the live out, we're communicating, especially my fan club members. That's part of where you get points. So you're educating people. Okay? And then as you educate them, thank you so much for the populace. I see you all. As you educate them, you can then say, okay, here's some other things I have on the screen. I have my live goal. Okay? I gotta add a live goal. I didn't do it. I have my live goal. Then I have my gift gallery over here. My mirror's the other way. I have my gift gallery. So you can say those things so people understand how to engage. And then you set your live goal. Don't set something that's too too high. Too high of a gift and too high of a number, because you want to show people that it's achievable. Okay, so if you have like 100 donuts or 100 roses, maybe put 20, and let's see us achieve that as a room. Thank you so much, Glad. I appreciate you, Janine. So just little things like that. You say, hi guys, I have my gift gallery. I'm looking for 10 roses if you want to support, and so that's how you can do it. Okay? Do the flash goal. So in the first 30 days, you're working through that process. Okay? You're building your community. Then as time goes on, then we're like, okay, let's do the leads. Let's pay attention to the different ways to move the needle. You said depends on when and where in our live for goal. I set them small in the beginning of live. Okay, you said, yeah, so definitely small. I think small and resetting. And again, I'm seeing this strategy just for people who are still getting acclimated to this process. Okay? If you're still growing and you're still learning, you're going live a few days a week, then just think of it this way. A couple days a week, you're restarting it. But if you're going live more frequently, like a Flourish or a She Will, they're seeing interaction from their community in different ways. So they're able to look at this slightly different too, because they're like, okay, how do I move the needle here? Because I know when I did this yesterday, this happened. Okay, I'm going to do it again this way. Oh, you know what? I like the way the other day I did it. Let me try that again. You know what I'm saying? But if you're only going live a couple days a week, you don't have that full perspective that you can offer. So just kind of think of it that way too. Like the more you go live, the more TikTok sees you, and the more you can kind of make different strategy and tactics that will help improve your live stream or improve your engagement. When I need gift gallery, I set higher. Yep. So yeah, definitely. First Monday, Tuesday, people are paying attention more, especially people who understand, your viewers who understand the gift gallery. They're paying attention to it. Later in the week, people tend to forget about it, and you're like, "Ooh, I still got those higher gifts to get." And maybe set that as your live goal. What's the minute timer starting out on? Granny, what's that mean? What's the minute timer time? The minute time starting out on. What's that for? I'm not. It's not clicking for me. Gotcha. I just came in. I needed to make shoppable videos anyway. I'll answer. Okay, you're fine, friend. So we can ignore the TikTok suggested goal. No. Minimum time to go live. Okay, the minimum time to go live. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll follow up on that in a second. Do you ignore the goal? No, you don't. You don't. I do. I shouldn't. TikTok probably TikToks me because of that. But don't do as I do. Do as I say, y'all. But yes. So you do want to pay attention to that. Typically, that's a signal to what's happening in your gift gallery. So right now, TikTok told me to do the radio, the DJ headphones. That's what I'm supposed to be pinning. Yeah. TikTok told me to do that last week. That was like the last gift I needed. TikTok told me all week long, do the radio, do the DJ headphones, do the DJ headphones. I ignored it. I ignore it. This is a Dr. Lisa thing, and I don't want y'all to take this necessarily in your rooms. But I know my audience. I know you all. You guys are still learning and growing. So when I pin stuff, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just do stuff that you guys are, for a room is more comfortable doing. I'm not trying to, make you guys do fill the gift gallery like that. That's not something I do. I do the learning. I want you guys to build your community. So I want you to ask me questions so that you can grow your community. And when I say, okay, use your gift gallery, pin it as your live goal, you actually do it. Now, could I do that? Absolutely. But I just don't. I don't. But you should consider that as a strategy. Okay. So TikTok does suggest that for a reason because they know that that's something you need probably in your gift gallery. You're so sweet. He's like, let me just give her one. That's what I was talking about. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you, Luna. Luna's like, okay, let me start it off for the week. Hey, it's my journey. How you doing, friend? Thank you for the donuts, friend. Dorothy, hello, friend. Let me answer the question. Sorry, time to go. Live starting out. Okay, so when you are so Granny, let me understand something. Are you going live, friend? Let me understand something. I think you're saying you're not going live. Maybe that's why you're asking that question. So minimum time to go live for. So TikTok recommends. Okay, so there's a couple different things you want to pay attention to. The first thing is the scale live rewards. TikTok says you maximize your rewards for going live at the highest amount, for the highest percentage at 25 minutes or higher. So I tell people at a very minimum, you want to click the little house in the corner and make sure that you are going live at least a minimum of 25 minutes so you can get the maximum reward. Somebody might have came in and gave you donuts or DJ glasses or a galaxy, whatever the case may be. You want to make sure you maximize that benefit. Thank you for the high arts. You want to make sure you maximize that benefit, okay? So 25 minutes is the absolute minimum when you think about the scale live rewards. If you go less, you get less percentage. So that's a monetization reason why. The other reason you want to go longer than 25 minutes, ideally over an hour, maybe 90 minutes, maybe even 2 hours. You might even want to get to the point where you're going 3 hours because the algorithm is seeing you be consistent, showing up a couple times a week, maybe daily. That you're like, okay. And TikTok's like, okay, I see you. You are trying to be a live host. You're trying to be here for your community. Let me push more people in your room. Let me push you out a little bit more. So essentially what happened to Flourish went live for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Now, when I said she had 2,400 plus views, she went live. She didn't get that all at one lump, but she went live. According to this, again, I have to see her final timestamp because I think it's stopping it based on when I came off the screen. So she might have gone live longer, but it says 2 hours and 17 minutes. So she's going live longer. Okay, so just knowing TikTok is pushing more people in her room, and she's showing up more frequently. So TikTok is showing that, okay, well, you're a consistent live host and people are loving it. Your gift gallery is getting filled. People are engaging. People are supporting your live. Let me push you out a little bit more. Okay? So in my meetings, I tell you guys all the time, it has to be balanced. Just can't be selling your products and getting what you need. TikTok's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm winning too. Okay, let me push this person out a little bit more. So that's important. So pay attention to that. So Trinana, hello. Let me know if I answered your question. I see you guys. The Seed League gifts are so many coins. They are more expensive. It is. But again, it's about how do you build your community. And that's why I don't want you guys, that's why I didn't want you guys to get all hung up in the gift gallery stuff. You gotta work on your message and building your community. Gift gallery stuff will happen. Still working up the confidence. You're fine, friend. I tell people, wear the stickers. Do it scare. Wear my new sticker with the scare pencil. Put the scare pencil in the chat for Granny Tales. So she can see. Hello, Celine. Hey, girlie. I have you as a guest speaker for Thursday the 25th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. We connect again. I got you, friend. Celine, you were on my list to reach out. Celine, yes. So yes. We're Good. And Celine is also a live host. She has a school community. It is growing. You definitely want to connect with Celine. She is a great person. We're going to talk. She's in the agency as well. We're going to get Celine to go live a little bit more frequently, but she is in the agency. And so I'm going to be one of her speakers for her community. Celine, we're good. And I'll promote it too. I'll send you my webpage that has my bio and just information about the agency. So I'll send you that. And we if you want me to share it within the community, I'll share it as well. So just let me know how you want to do it, Celine. Okay. Flores, super fan. Super fan is what Flores wanted me to talk about. Um, I got you, Flores. Give me one more minute. Let me just catch up. Do it scared. Do it scared. So thank you for the follow. Your blessings. I appreciate you. Pencil was scared of the microwave. Yes, I told the story, Nika. I told the story when I thanked you. This is before you came in for doing the new stickers. They had came out earlier. Yay, everyone is excited to hear from you. Oh, that's sweet. Appreciate you. First time and hear from FYP. Oh, appreciate you, FYP people. Thank you all for coming through. I appreciate the FYP folks. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, girl, I need to go live a lot. Yes. That's fine, friend. We're going to get you there. We're going to get you there. Come on in, friends. Blessing. Really quickly, let me show analytics. So I was going to show you, that's where my screen was flipped. You're going to go to your TikTok studio. This is my shop page. You see tools and live. It might say post for you, but live. We're going to go to the live side. I want you to start paying attention to your analytics. Under analytics, okay? Live analytics is here. So it's typically at the top. I want you to click that little arrow. I haven't gone live on this count, so that's why it says the 1 minute. I think I did a demo, so that's what it's showing. You can change it. It says 68 days. You can change that arrow. It pops up. You can do 7 days, 60 days, or custom. Okay? I want you to pay attention to this. Now, here, this is where it's giving you some general data about your viewers. I want you to click View All. Click that arrow to the side, and I want you to start paying attention to the different categories here. Okay, so view all, viewership. You see your views in the last 7 days, because remember we're on the 7-day category. You'll see your views, you'll see your unique views. So views is just overall views. There is actually unique views, meaning that this is the first time they seen you. Okay, so how are you going to take advantage of that opportunity? Active viewers, people who tap to come in. Okay, and then you have your average and your peak. Your average peak and average watch time, I'm sorry, that's how long they watch. Peak means the peak number of people that tap to watch in, come in and watch your live. And then you have your average concurrent. That means the people who stayed on average. How many people on average you kept in your room? Okay, so the peak number versus the number of average people in the room. Okay, so you want to pay attention to the viewers. Then you can switch to engagement. And when I say move the needle, let's go back to viewers real quick. What does it mean to get these people to stay in your room? How are you moving the needle on that watch time? Okay? How are you increasing your peak number and your average number? Me running to my analytics page. You're so funny. How are you doing that? What are you doing? What are you saying? Okay? How are you getting them to listen to you longer? Are you telling them, hey, I'm going to talk about this next? Hey, stay with me. We're going to answer this question. Hey, what does it mean for you to do this? Put a heart in the chat. Now we're going to talk about the next thing you should do. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting people to stay. You're building that community. Okay? So you got to make sure you're talking to your community. Okay? You just can't keep talking. You got to engage too. People will swipe past. Okay? And then when the room grows a little bit more, you want to introduce yourself again. Okay? So for my friends who just joined, I'm Dr. Lisa. I am the founder of Launch Your Income Agency. It is a creator network agency, so I support people with going live. That's what I do. We do weekly meetings. I do one-on-ones with you. I have a school community where there's resources. That's what you're talking about. You want to make sure people know who you are, and they can decide if they want to stay or not. Okay? So engagement. So engagement is the next category. So you want to pay attention to how many new followers, the comments, the shares, the likes. How are you moving the needle? That's engagement in your room. Okay? How are you moving the needle? What's your goal for the upcoming week? Do you want more comments? Do you want more shares? Do you want more likes? Do you want more followers? How do you move the needle? What are you saying to your community? Drop a do it scared. When we heard our friend say, I'm scared, I'm still trying to get the nerve to go live. Those are comments. When they put those stickers in the chat, that's a comment. Okay? That's part of your analytics. TikTok sees that engagement. Thank you so much for the stickers and see you all. So do that. And then, fan club members, how do you share my live? Share my live out. Let's get some more people in the room. So you do that as well and have people engage in that way and support. So just know that that's ways that you can get people to like. People will like, people will comment, people will share, but you might even have to tell them, hit the comment area so you know where to find the stickers and you have to walk them through that. Okay, thank you for the shares. Thank you for the comments, friend. And then last but not least, the rewards. Rewards is your diamonds. You always want to pay attention to money. Okay? Pay attention to the money. I don't want you guys to miss the money. Okay? So pay attention to what does that mean to increase your diamonds. That's the gift gallery. That's the live goal. Okay? Those are people supporting in that way. That's your fan club because the Daily Heart Me says populars. Send populars. That's part of it. Okay, so you want to make sure people are engaging in that way. So I'm going to shift because my friend Flourish, she was asking about super fans. So Flourish, now Flourish, let me know if you have questions in particular, because let me know what's your super fan question, so I know where to take this conversation. And I'm happy if you want to come up and ask it verbally. I'm totally fine with that as well. Thank you all, but just to close out the analytics, go look at your analytics for the last 7 days. We're in the last month of September. This is our push. Let's see how we're going to shift. Whatever was happening in August, we want to see you guys move the needle. Is that how long you've gone live? Is that your diamond count? Is that your watch time? Is that your new follower count? Like, let's see what the improvements you can make from August to September, especially my folks who's been in the agency for a minute. August to September, how have your numbers changed? Thank you so much, friends. So okay, where do I go to set it up? Let's start there. You say, let's start with the basics. Okay, let's hear. Let me show you. So now I'm going to go back to my shop account for you, friend. So we're in live. We're on the live side. Okay, so we're on the live side. You are going to scroll down. And I'm going to point this out because Flourish is always in this section. She is in the campaigns. Let me flip my mirror. She is always in the campaign. So pay attention to those campaigns, friends. That's another way to get more engagement and potentially more diamonds, okay? So pay attention to that. I'm excited. Thank you all for the shares. Okay, so when you're here, thank you, reaching level 16. I see you. So when you're here, tools and resources, fan club. Start here. Okay, so you're going to go to the fan zone, and that's where you're going to be able to add your badge identity. You can, I think here, you can type it here. So if I want to put, I'm going to put Lisa again. I'm going to put Lisa. So I put it lowercase. So it's just lowercase Lisa. Okay, so that's going to show up for my fan club. Okay, and then I'm going to say, Doc, well, let me do that. Let me not, I don't, Lisa, shop. I don't know if it's going to say, if it's going to let me do it. I may have to put all one word. So you can put, let's see, I'm going to say TTS. So that's what it is. So it will show up. So you can name, you can put a badge name. The badge name is the name you see here. So the badge name, thank you for the follow. Thank you all who are in the room. Appreciate you so much. So the first area I went to was the name of my sticker. So I think you have yours say rooted. That's fine. Keep it rooted. Keep rooted. Or root. I can't remember what you had for it, but it might have said root. So I have Lisa, and then I can name my fan club community, and it'll say Dr. Lisa TTS TikTok shop. And so that's it. I'm gonna hit submit. So I name my fan club, and so it says Dr. Lisa's. That's what it is. So you see that, and then you can add stickers. And so I added these default stickers, okay? All I did was hit here and then I click upload. You say root, you'll say root, okay. And so you hit and then you can upload them. It'll pull up your camera roll. Yeah, so it's pulling up stuff from my camera roll. I'm gonna put one of Nika Grace's new stickers, her Go Live sticker. So I just added that. I just added the new one. Okay, so when I go out, TikTok has to think about it, but when I go back, it's still thinking. It'll be there. Okay, so it's there. Okay, so that's there. Thank you so much, friends. And then these default stickers are here. So you add your stickers. I added my stickers. I added my fan club name and badge name. And then it goes to super fans. So you can go into super fans, and if you want to set a goal for how many super fans you want. So this account, I don't have super fans. So it's like, do you just want 2? I'm gonna start with 2 super fans. But you can change that to 5. Maybe you know what? I'm gonna change it to 5. And I just click customize and I change it to 5. That's it. And it says be the first super fan. You could change the word here, verbiage here if you wanted to. And so when people see it, this is what they see. Super fan, be the first super fan, 05. So I could set that. That's set. Okay. And then, so you create images, put them in your camera roll, and that's how you add new stickers. For the most part. My original stickers my son did for me. He used, I think, what is it? Photoshop, I think. Photoshop. I use Canva. I have a Canva membership. But I think Nika Grace, put it in the chat for us, Nika. I think she used ChatGPT. I think she used a ChatGPT prompt and made them that way. So yeah, so that's how it started. I'm working. So miss where I start to name my fan. Super fan equals subscription, right? Yes, it's your subscription. Flores I use Canva. So Flores used Canva for hers. Canva is easy. You can use Canva. You can even use the free version of Canva. It's super easy. But yeah, like I said, I think Nika, if you're in the room, let us know what you use, friend. I don't know if she's in the room right now. But I think she did a prompt with ChatGPT to create the stickers, the new stickers you see. Digiboss, it's right here. The fan club identity is where I put Lisa, and it said the name of my fan club, and that's it. So it's right there. And then the stickers was what we just did, the fan club. Got it. Okay. I'm sorry, what? I was liking people's posts. How did you do the stickers? Did you use Canva, a Canva prompt? Did you use a Canva prompt for that? How did you create the stickers? Okay. So then you have your fan club. Let me say this out loud. Let me say this out loud. For my friends, if you do this on accident, and we're going to test it out because I'm going to show you guys in real time what this looks like. This second one, super fan only chat. Only super fans can comment in this live. If you turn this on, guess what's going to happen? Let's take a wild guess what's going to happen. Okay? Let's see what's going to happen, y'all. What's going to happen? Anybody want to give me a comment? Said I'm silenced. That's fine. Anybody else? So what just happened is our super fans can only chat. So super fans, go ahead and put comments in. Only the super fans can comment. Nika's like, what just happened? I can't comment. So only the super fans can comment right now. Super fans, you want to send me some flowers or some, not flowers, the stickers. So only the super fans can comment. So if you turn that on, hello, how you doing? Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda. So super fans is the individuals here now. So only super fans. There we go. Okay. So I turned it on because That happens to people all the time, and they don't do it on purpose sometimes. But if you toggle this on, only your super fans can chat. So I'm gonna turn mine off on here, and then my super fans in the room, those are the only ones that can send comments right now. So I'm gonna turn it off. But just know that that is a feature that stumps people all the time, and they're like, "Well, wait a minute, why aren't I getting any comments?" Because you turned on the super fan only chat. So I like it now because TikTok has it here. So to get to it, you're actually going coming to the screen in your live stream. Ooh, I'm back. Yes, you're back. You said that was awful. Yeah, yeah. You're like, why can't I chat? I can't chat. So yeah. So it's a perk for the super fans. So Flourish, are you still with me? So it's a perk for the super fans because you're allowing them to have a little bit more engagement. And so Flourish, for your live, that may be a really good feature because again, it allows your super fans to communicate their questions first. So you might turn on the super fan chat and say, I just want to hear from my super fans really quickly. I'm going to turn on the super fan chat. Go ahead, put your comment in, super fans, so I can get to your questions first. That's a great one because, people are asking questions about plants. So you can say, if you're a super fan, you get priority. You know, felt like being in a room with no oxygen. It makes the whole comment I typed out just, oh, did it? Oh, I'm sorry. It's like, Dr. Lisa, thank you. My timing was not good, huh? Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, so that could be a great way to use it when you think about how do you activate your super fans? How do you offer a little perk to them for being a super fan? So you and I had talked about when I got to 20, I would do a super fan only live, sort of the same. Yeah, you could. I mean, yeah. And so maybe, I don't know if you've gotten to 20 yet, but maybe that's something you do a little bit more frequently so that you can get that number to 20. So you're like, hey guys, my super fans, and these are my people who already have gotten a subscription, because that's what happened as well. People who purchased a subscription, they rolled over for at least, I think, this month of September. But you do have some super fans. So you can say, my super fans, if you're in the room, and you can tell if they're in the room. They fly in, they fly in, and you can see who's in the room. But essentially, you can give them a little bit more priority with, and yeah, in the top viewers, you can see your super fan badges too. So you said I have 14, yeah. So if you click the top viewers in my room right now, my screen's backward, but over here, look at the number that's in the room right now. You click that number, you can see my super fan badges. And you can check to see who are the super fans in your room, in your live stream. And you can say, okay, guys, I know there's questions coming and you guys have questions. I'm going to prioritize my super fans really quickly. I'm going to turn on my super fan chat. You guys will do 5 minutes of questions for super fans and activate that. And you do that a few times throughout your live so that they get the priority. And people see that value and benefit for your live stream in particular. They may become a super fan just to get that alone. And then you can talk about your super fan for your super fan only live that you're going to do. Okay, a couple other things I just want to point out with super fans. So we talked about that super fan only live. Ooh, let's go back. I knocked myself out of it. You can do a super fan only live. This is where you would go to turn it on. Okay, so the next time you go live. So let me click that. If I turn it on, it goes here. So go live, select super with people with subscription, and then you can do that preview. Remember what I said? Only super fan can watch this. Only subscribers can watch this live. You want to turn that on. Live created with a similar follow. Okay, so when you turn that on, you then get this option to turn on allow preview. Okay, so you can turn that on where people get like the 60-second preview, and that's what it looks like for them. So again, that's a great way to get additional super fans because people are like listening to what you're sharing. They like your session. They're like, oh my gosh, I need to be in here. I need to become a super fan. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of it too. So just know that that's a feature you could turn on. So you got to toggle on that you're going to do a super fan only. And then you have the super fan space. This is where they can chat and you can send messages. So you can post messages here and it'll go to your super fans. I'm always kind of confused about how people see this. I think you have to go to your subscription as a super fan to see it. I'm not sure. Anybody put that in the chat if you know how you see the messages that show up. Yes, you did a subscriber only live well back, and that's when you when you snagged me. We're gonna cheer for that. You're like, let me come to this woman's live. Now my super fan is a Starbucks cup of coffee for you to join. Loved your live. Thank you for the valuable information, confidence boost for Go Live. There we go, friend. That's what it's all about. Laugh out loud, flourish. Yes, have a great day. You have a great day too, friend. So here, so this is where this chat is. So if you want to have a space and you want to send messages, for mine, I usually will send. I'm going live. I'm doing my sub only live on this day. I was using that space in that way. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for being here. And then last but not least is where you can customize. And this is where you can turn on different features. TikTok has some standard features that they have here, but you can have, you can create some customized ones too. And this is where you can create them, okay? TikTok would have to approve, so it would stay grayed out for a while. It'll stay grayed out, but until TikTok approves it, and then you'll be able to toggle it on. So for me, let's see, I would say, so I would turn those on. So you could turn those on, and then those become perks that you can offer your super fans. And you can save that. Okay? And then that's it. That's super fan setup. Okay? Flourish, let me know if you had any more questions. But I believe that's the majority of the stuff you need to know to set up your super fans. Okay, so that's I think where I'm getting lost as to show I have subscriber perks, but I have no super fan perks. You got to go in there and turn them on. Did you turn them on? So when you get here, did you turn these on? See, now they're on. Remember they were grayed out for me for a second ago? Now they're on. I guess what I'm picking isn't considered super fan. It's considered subscriber.